Do sextortionists follow through and release intimate private pictures and videos? If you're watching this video, chances are you've released private embarrassing information to someone online who was posing as a romantic interest. And you are probably at this point being blackmailed for money or have already been blackmailed and have started paying, and the question on your mind is, will the sextortionist follow through on their threats? Now, the questions you might be asking yourself are, should I pay them if you're paying them for the first time, or should I continue paying them if I've already paid them and are still being blackmailed for further requests for money? And should I be worried about them following through on their threats and releasing my private embarrassing information online? And should I be worried about what happens if that information is released? The goal of this video is to answer this question and contribute a clear strategy for how to handle online sextortion and blackmail. If you're currently dealing with sextortion or simply want to learn more about this cybercrime, keep watching. In a future video, we'll address other important questions that you guys have. Okay, let's go to the questions at hand. So the first question is, should I pay them the first time? You should never pay them the first time, because if you pay them for the very first time, you're essentially telling the extortionist, your evil plan is working. You've managed to scare me, the victim, to the point where I'm willing to give you money to stop being threatened. Paying them will only cause them to blackmail you further. It's unfortunately going to put a red dot on your back that says, shoot me more. So paying them is never ever a good idea, because paying them will reinforce the fact that they've managed to scare you, and now they'll see you as an outlet for cash whenever they need it, because there's no reason for them to stop if you paid them once. If you've already paid them once and you're being asked to pay more, should you continue paying them? You should not continue paying them after the first time you paid them, for the same reason why you should never pay them in the first place. However, you are in a much worse situation than people that have never paid them, even the first time, because you've shown them that out of all the people that they're blackmailing, and believe me, you're just one person out of many, many people that are being blackmailed. You are not the only person they're blackmailing. These people have a long, long list of people that they're doing this to. The reason why you're in a worse situation than the people who haven't paid once is because out of all the people that they're blackmailing, you've shown them that you're the one that is scared enough to pay them now. What that means is that you're the one that they should spend more time on, the one that they should threaten more, because you've shown them that you are already credit worthy to pay them. You have the money and you're scared enough. But what should you do in these situations? Again, we're going to have a separate video explaining what you should do when you're being blackmailed step by step. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to give you the short answer, which is stall tactics. Stall them and tell them that you'll pay them later, and look for a professional that specializes in this. If you're a person who stands to lose something from having these private videos released, if you're an activist in your community, or if you have a reputation to uphold, then you should 1. Stall, and 2. Contact a professional, whether it's digital investigations or somebody else, to take over this matter professionally and make it go away. And now we get to the real question, which is the main reason for this video, which is, do sextortionists follow through on their threats? So when you ask yourself this question, the very first thing you should ask yourself when asking this question is, what reason do they have not to release your private videos and pictures? And when you answer this question, you realize that there aren't many reasons why they wouldn't release your pictures and videos, because it doesn't take very much effort on their part to follow through. All they have to do is press a couple buttons to ruin your reputation. Now, mind you, every situation is unique and separate. So when we talk about whether they will release or won't release, you have to understand that the specific details of your case play a huge role in the outcome of what will happen. So please take this information with a grain of salt and understand that the details of who you are, what you've released, and most importantly, who you're dealing with as far as the extortionist goes, how experienced they are, plays a huge role in the outcome of your case. Based on these statistical archives of digital investigation, it has been ascertained that a considerable number of extortionists resort to the release of private, nude or embarrassing photos or videos when the victim refuses to comply with their blackmailing demands. Our analysis suggests that this is mainly because the extortionists share the compromised information with other victims, thereby reducing their effort and time investment. In such cases, rather than releasing multiple images of diverse victims, the extortionists prefer to disclose photos or videos of a single victim to their other targets. Consequently, when others don't agree to pay, the extortionist repeats the same pattern with them as well. It's important to understand that once private pictures or videos are released, they can't be taken back or unshared. If a blackmailer stops communicating with you, it is likely because they've found a more fruitful prospect who is currently paying them more. These criminals have more work than they can handle, as sextortion is a widespread problem affecting hundreds and thousands of Americans each year. If a sextortionist is not currently contacting you or threatening you, it's not because they've forgotten about you or decided to cease their criminal activities. It's because they're dealing with another prospect and have put your case on the back burner. However, as soon as they're finished with their current cases, they will either return to blackmail you or share your private pictures and videos with another group of extortionists. In our statistical archives, we have found that a small minority of individuals have been left alone without paying or without their information being released. Therefore, even if the blackmailers have left you alone for the time being, this doesn't mean that they won't return. You're easy prey for them, and they will always come back because there's no downside to blackmailing you and releasing your information. Blackmailers may release a portion of your private pictures and videos to show you that they mean business, and that if you don't pay them, they'll release the rest of your content. You're dealing with criminals who have no ethical concern for you or the laws they're breaking. The only thing that matters to them is making money through their criminal vessel of sextortion. As I said, we will be making more videos in this series about how to deal with sextortion, talking about these other questions and concerns that are associated with extortion. Advice to all of our viewers is to seek professional help if you have something to lose from the release of private pictures and videos. Seek professional help from companies such as Digital Investigation, seek professional help from other companies, attorneys, and until we meet again, stay safe. And remember that the internet and online social media platforms were never designed as a place to release private pictures or videos. Remember that anything you release on the public domain, you can never take back.